We're about halfway through the season, so this video is relevant. Congratulations to all the teams that are in the top 10. It is a massive accomplishment, even though we're only halfway through the season. I think the title race is over. Man City have already won it. They're just way too good right now, even though you have Liverpool in exceptional form and Chelsea just 6 points behind. On Chelsea, they were the league leaders, but what the fuck has happened? They've let their lead slip and they've been in poor form recently, so it is a concern. Let's also not forget that Manchester United are supposed to be in a title race this season. They finished second last season under Oli, so naturally you would assume that they should be finishing first, or at least being close to it. Yet they are way behind, to the point where it's not even funny. So really what's happening is, you have teams like West Ham and Arsenal that could potentially finish in the top 4. They weren't challenged, but they'll be in and around it. I think Tottenham will be in a position to finish in the top 4 as well. I think the top 3, zones are already taken, top 3 places. But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. Some honourable mentions, like Wolves, doing very well this season. Obviously Leicester, even though they are 9th, I think they are underperforming. Very, very poor defensively this season. And it doesn't look like it's going to be rectified. So, that's that. Going on to the bottom half of the table, there's some shocking stuff here. Now, who's going to be relegated this season? That is the big question. With so many teams struggling, it is tough to try and figure out what's going to happen. I am surprised to see Leeds United so far down the league table. I think a lot of people are after how good last season was, but a couple of injuries and players being out of form, and this is what happens. I think that they will get out of this, but it's going to be, and already has been, a long season. Then you've got teams like Watford that always seem to be in and around the relegation zone. Let's not forget that a few seasons ago, they did go down. Or was it a couple of seasons? I don't know. I can't remember. They did go down, and it was quite, pathetic. But this time round, they've been scoring quite a few goals, so maybe there's hope. But, with 13 points in 16 games, there's not really a lot of positives in that. So, we'll see what happens. Then you've got Burnley. They seem to be getting worse, every season. Obviously, there was that season where they were exceptional at home, but, that was ages ago. Now they seem to be really being pulled into that relegation zone year in, year out. I think they will get out of it, but, structurally, I think they've got to make some changes at the club because, survival shouldn't really be a goal at this point. It should be trying to push into the top 10 and possibly finishing in a European spot. So, but anyway, who do I think will go down? I think it'll be Norwich, Newcastle, and Watford. I think those 3 teams will go down. I don't really see much fight at the moment, but I think those teams right now are in massive trouble. And I'm pretty sure there is some sort of correlation between the teams. Defensively, all of those teams are absolutely shocking. If you combine their goals conceded so far this season, That's 34 plus by 41 plus by 31, which is about that's over 100 goals between three teams. And really, we're not even halfway through the season. Or at least not quite yet. We're about there, but not quite yet, which is shocking. And some of these teams have games in hand, so they could concede even more goals, which is just shocking stuff. Newcastle have the worst defense in the league, so unless that's rectified, I don't see them really staying up. And really, all those teams need to fix up defensively. At least with Burnley, their defense isn't that bad. The only problem right now is scoring goals, so if they rectify that, they'll stay up, which I think they will. And obviously you've got Leeds that have been, how atrocious is that defense? It's absolutely shocking. Last season they did score. There were games where they did concede a lot of goals, but, Bielsa did rectify that. This season, they're in massive trouble. And I'm really not sure if they can get out of it. I think they will, but it's possible they won't. Like, it's that bad. Then you've got teams like, I don't think Everton's really in the relegation battle. They've been shocking this season, but I don't think they're quite bad enough to get dragged into it. Obviously, Brentford are doing well. Brighton are a team that are disappointing. They should be finishing in the top 10 and really finishing in Europe, but, obviously it's not happening. And yeah, that's about it.